Time now for your forewarned weather with Cedric Haynes.
All right, folks, let's talk about your weather forecast out there as we check out your temperatures here on this Thursday morning. We've got those numbers down into the teens and 20s across most of the areas. So as we've seen the past couple of mornings, you'll definitely want to have a jacket or a hoodie at least as you step out the door. And meanwhile, even though these temperatures are not going to warm up drastically today, they will get above average again across most areas. So despite the inversion, we still see warming conditions throughout the day. Now, here's the weather pattern. It's one that we've been talking about for the past couple of days. We've got this big ridge of high pressure kind of anchored across the western coast here, and it is not budging. And because it's not budging, that means we've got this ridge that's firmly overhead, and that stretches all the way up now to western Canada, dropping down into the plain states. This is where we have a lot of wind energy with that downsloping wind coming down. The problem is if we had the wind here across the Beehive State, we would not have all this haze and inversion and gunk that's in the air. But we don't have the wind. It's off to our east, and we are under calm conditions with that high pressure, which just basically means stagnant air, which gives us our weather story, which means that we're going to deal with this inversion haze that will continue in the coming days. Right now, you can see the moderate air quality showing up here across most of northern Utah here, stretching from Cache Valley over towards Box Elder County, even over towards the Evanston area, and this goes all the way down through Utah County, including the Orem and Provo area, back over towards the Eagle Mountain area. But we're seeing a concentration already starting to show up here, especially on the south and western side of the Salt Lake Valley, where it's a little more increased here above the low-end moderate category. West Valley City, notice that little bullseye there just south of Taylorsville. That's probably where the core of the thickest haze and inversion is showing up right now. West Jordan over towards Cottonwood Heights, we're also seeing some of that reduced air quality that will continue to be reduced later today. So while it's in the moderate category right now, there's no doubt about it. It'll be in the code orange category as we go throughout the morning hours into the afternoon, both today and your Friday. Now, the wild card to this forecast is what happens Friday evening. There's a chance of a weak wind shift that comes through. If it comes through strong enough, and it's not going to be very strong, but strong enough, it could give us a little bit of a breeze to help mix up the air, and that could try to help clear out some of this haze and this pollutants that are out there. It's not going to completely do it, but it will try to do it a little bit, and that could help ease the air quality levels a little bit. This is what I'm talking about. So check out your upper level futurecast. You can see as we go throughout today, we'll watch this little boundary try to beat back that high pressure ridge just enough to give us a light northerly breeze as we get into your Friday afternoon and Friday evening. And if it happens, it would be enough to kind of break the inversion. Otherwise, high pressure is going to hang close by, so no chance of precipitation or any type of active weather until potentially the end of next week. We continue to watch that next Thursday through Friday time frame for that potential of a more unsettled weather pattern and a colder weather pattern. We'll see. It's still far out there, but the signs are we can start to see our next chance for precipitation arriving, let's say after January 20th, around the 23rd or so, is what we're kind of highlighting right now. We'll keep an eye on it for you. We need something. Folks, look at this. Salt Lake City, 1/10 of an inch of snow so far this season. Normally, we would have 25.7 inches by now. I mean, we're not even anywhere close to where we should be. Even last year, it was not a great season, but we had 6 inches of snow by this time last year. We are running a deficit of over 25.5 inches of snowfall. None expected through this weekend here in the Beehive State, but guess who could see it? Yeah, we could talk about places like Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Mobile, Tallahassee, Florida, Savannah, Georgia, up towards Myrtle Beach, Atlanta, Georgia. All those folks, Montgomery, Alabama, they could have more snow than we have in Salt Lake City by the time we get towards the end of the weekend. So what a wild winter season so far. St. George, mid-60s for you today, low 60s for your Friday into Saturday. We'll dip it into the 50s heading into next week with that sunshine. Meanwhile, the Wasatch Front, we've got low 40s in the forecast with that inversion and that reduced air quality, at least through Friday, maybe a break this weekend. All right, quick check on your traffic as we get you out the door this morning. You'll be able to see here, we're looking at an incident here at I-15 northbound here. This is up towards the Bountiful area. You can see the flashing lights off into the distance. Traffic was pretty much not moving a little earlier. Now it's crawling a little bit more, so that's the good news. Looks like they've at least cleared up a little bit of the accident that was holding things up. Otherwise, I-80 eastbound and the Tooele area looking pretty good this morning with fairly light traffic. Average drive times heading from Tooele County into Salt Lake County. All right, that's a look at your latest traffic and weather. Now let's get you back over to Matt and Melissa.